Mr.Justice Sultan Tanveer Ahmad.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Mr. Kashif, President, Chamber of Commerce and Industry. President, Senior Vice President, Mr. Zafar Mahmood. Mr. Haseebullah Khan, Advocate, Convener, Mr. Jamal Haidar, your cabinet members, respected lawyers, respected participants, thank you very much for inviting me here. It is immense pleasure for me to be here with members of Chamber of Commerce, their representatives. They represent one of the most important segment of our society, for that matter, for any society. You consist of industrialists, traders, businessmen, and for any country, economy of any country, you are undoubtedly the most important sector. If business activities of any country will halt, certainly the economy will collapse. Your progress, your activities in positive manners, in positive directions, are inevitable for the economy, progression of economy of Pakistan. We fully realize this fact. Now, coming to the subject in hand, which is trademark, for which Mr. Convener has arranged this occasion. This concern, this fear of a businessman, of manufacturer, of own branders, of traders, this is not a new concern. This is not a new concern. It's a genuine fear. Everyone would like that his trademark, his creation, is properly protected by law. This concern that who made, who owns, appears to be ancient. When people used stone seals to reveal their identities on their creations, paintings, this became part of judicial concern centuries back. And finally, in common law countries, it was recognized as passing of action. It used to be part of law of torts. For the lawyers concerned, because we have got lawyers sitting with us, must be remembering the famous case of Buttercup Dairies and Buttercup Margarine that was decided way back in 1970. That was one of the fundamental cases, basic cases. Then this right of yours was recognized as passing of action, passing some other person, which used to have two things in it. One, protection in law of your brands, of your marks, your identities, and second used to be deception of public at large and their protection. Now, our legislature has played its role in it. We must acknowledge that. More brands, more population, more commodities, more products compel the world towards a specialized area of law that is now known as intellectual property law. Legislature adopted instruments, created instruments, they legislated in the form of Trademark Ordinance 2001, Copyright Act we have. We have other instruments, but the role of judiciary in providing such protection in effective manners is vital. We have got specialized tribunals working. We have got one in Lahore. We have got these specialized tribunals everywhere. The Honourable Chief Justice of Lahore High Court, Justice Muhammad Amin, Batisa, he has taken special interest in the commercial courts as well. We have designated the judges who can easily understand, instead of clubbing all the cases together. There is a separate field, separate tribunals we have. They understand the concerns. They understand the concerns. Every month, about 50, on average, 50 to 60 cases are being instituted in this tribunal that is located in Lahore. And our disposal of those cases now are more than what is the institution of cases. To make it more effective, appeal directly comes to us, to the High Courts, so that we can redress these grievances. We understand this fully, that by that time, effectively some relief will be granted if a fake commodity, fake brand or fake mark is in the market. Will be devastating for the businessman who has originally created it. He has created it. Now, last but not least, for which we have assembled here, this is MADRID Convention, MADRID Protocol, MADRID system. Had an opportunity to go through it. It was made effective in the world, in the member states in '96, and now effectively adopted by Pakistan in May 2001. My reading of it has revealed it has an advantage. It is a time for you now, and it is a requirement now of Pakistan as well, that you should go global. You should go global. And it is now inevitable. And while doing it, looking at it, there is a major advantage. One attractive thing is that I've seen while reading it, that is you file one application at one forum, International Bureau of the World Trade Organization, Trademark Organization. You file one application, and then you get protection throughout the jurisdictions of the member state. Not just those who are now member state, its clauses, its articles are saying that even a country which will join will be subject to it. So your protection will be there if the subsequent jurisdiction of the state will join it. Another one is you pay a fee in one currency. I think Switzerland currency. They have selected for it. So one application, it will be convenient for everyone. Once again, I'm highly grateful. Or one concern that Mr. President has raised, that is pendency, that is delay in decisions. I would like to I will not say too many things. Those who are lawyers will understand it. And you should also understand. Public should also understand. We have disposed of, I'm just talking about district judiciary of this province. I'm not saying high courts and Honourable Supreme Court. Just in district judiciary, 275,201 cases were decided in 1 year. And we have strength of all these sanctions, strength of 904 judges. Each judge of our High Court has cases which are about 4,500. We hear in 1 month the fixation is more than 1,500. This raises a question: how much work, how more work from any judge can be expected? Irfan Saab will agree with me, Amir Saab will agree with me. You go to civil court, you will find 100, 450 cases fixed before. My yesterday's cases which were fixed before me were about 80 to 100, and I dealt with all those cases. I have signed all those order sheets. I have passed judgments in that as well. So this conception that perhaps there is some delay that is attributable to judiciary is totally wrong. You self-realize now that how many cases, what is the population of this province? Look at the population and look at the judges. We have 41 dealing with the entire Punjab. There is one more thing that I must share with you. Instead of taking our disputes, small petty disputes, we make those disputes ego issues. Instead of taking that dispute between you two to the Mr. President, that you have got a chamber, you should get it resolved through your secretary. You should get it resolved by way of alternate dispute resolution, arbitration. There is so many this frivolous litigation. Once a case, even if it is frivolous, comes to me, I'll have to decide. The two lawyers standing before me, I'll have to decide. And sometimes deciding the frivolous case takes more time than decide a genuine one. So this tendency which Mr. President has just mentioned has nothing to do with the judiciary, it has to do with the society. Once again, I am highly grateful, Mr. President, and all the members, and thank you very much for allowing me this opportunity to address this lovely gathering.
हम वेलकम करते हैं हमारे सीनियर वाइस प्रेसिडेंट जफर महमूद साहब अभी आए हैं और उनको हम शुक्रिया अदा करते हैं।